Hello folks, this is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Luxury Microfiber here in sunny Dallas, Texas, Saturday morning. It's not Saturday morning. What is it? Today's 4th of July.
Yes, 4th of July.
It feels like a Saturday because we're working on a holiday, right?
It does.
So Landon, I don't know what this car is. It's a nice red 2017 Corvette, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to do this wheel. Folks, I want to talk about something I've come across, and we're going to try to use it for the first time. I think this is going to be kind of a winner. It is a really cool wash mitt dedicated just for cleaning wheels. But Landon's going to go ahead and shoot some iron remover inside the barrels on this wheel, kind of get the iron remover to begin to break down the iron and stuff like that on the wheels inside the barrels on the face. You can kind of see that brake rotor beginning to bleed pretty quick, reacting with the iron. Yeah, shoot it on the tire. Who cares? Get it all over the place, Landon. Juicy goodness. Oh, wow, that's really bleeding heavy. All right, that's cool. Let's go ahead and just use a typical brush for the inside of the barrels, and then we'll show off this cool little tool. Landon's going to use a soft bristle brush to clean the lug nut areas. Get in there quickly. That looks pretty good, right? Working well. God, that iron remover stinks. Get the caliper too, if you can get the face of that caliper with that little brush. Up here on the caliper too, the black caliper. I'm not worried about the rotor right now. You're all right. Get it as good as you can, then we'll... Cleaning wheels can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, right? Especially when they're really intricate and you got all sorts of spokes and stuff. We also want to kind of clean behind the spokes too, and that's where this new tool that I'm going to test for the first time I think is going to work real great. Let's do the inside of the barrels, agitate the inside with our little wheel brush there. Very good. So this is kind of a black, like a satin matte finish on these things. These wheels is interesting because if you're not careful, depending on the wheel brush you're using, you can scratch them, and it's easy to see it because they're black, especially in direct sunlight. But Landon's working the inside of that barrel. It's not overly hot, but it's a little muggy, right? So we want to make sure that wheel cleaner doesn't kind of dry up on us, but that's cool. Now what I want to do is show this new tool. Don't show it yet. So we've got the wheel barrel all cleaned out. We've got the iron remover on it. We're going to put a little bit more iron remover on there so it doesn't dry on us, right? So just going to put a little bit on there so it stays wet. You got the lug nut areas. Let me hit this with some soap and then watch this new tool that Landon's going to work with. Hold on, folks. All right, Landon, show this little bad boy. So he's got this wash mitt. Look at this thing. It's like you put your whole hand in it. It's got the little fingers, and it's got an awfully tight grip around your wrist, so water and fluid's not going to get inside there. That's pretty cool. Now what he can do is just grab that whole rim and just clean that up. I think that's a really cool winner. There's guys that like to use like those, what is Lake Country used to make them. They're like made out of wool. They're like a pocket you just put your 4 fingers in.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes the best tool in detailing, actually not sometimes, a lot of times, is your hand. When you take a brush to it, that's nice. But this is a really soft, I think the blend on this thing, according to AutoZone, is an 80-20 blend. It's going to work just fine. But you know, you can even reach your hand inside the barrels on this wheel and get in there. That's a really cool little tool. Then we'll rinse it off and see how you did. See if you missed any spots.
Probably.
But it's like, you know, if you use a brush, right? I use a salt and pepper brush. They work really well. But these wheels with the kind of that matte look to it, yes, it's clear coated, but boy, if you scratch these things, and because they're black in direct sunlight, you really see it. I think this is a real nice winning combination. You can get around the wheel pretty quick. Plus, he can reach behind there and really agitate the back of the spokes, which is nice. Let's go ahead and rinse that off, and then we'll see how it looks. Do you want my nozzle? Oh, no, you got the nozzle. Let me see.
Good.
So if I slide my finger on this area here, I've got no brake dust, no dirt. That's pretty cool. Let me see that wash mitt. Hit it with some water so it gets wet for me. Again. Sorry folks, just bear with me. But here is this thing, right? It looks like it's like you're putting on a bear claw, right? It's got the 5 fingers, so your 5 fingers comfortably fit inside this glove. It's a really nice, soft microfiber material. And of course, when you're wearing it the way you should, you can just get every area of the wheel really quick. And it's not gonna be as scratch sensitive, right, as some of our wheel brushes and stuff like that. But I tell you what, this feels really good. I love the fact that on this particular wheel system, you can reach inside the barrels. What a cool deal. $4.99 at AutoZone. Use this as your dedicated wheel cleaning tool going forward. And I think it works really great. That wheel looks awesome. Just wanted to share that with you. How cool is that? $4.99, how could you go wrong? You don't have to use a dedicated wash mitt. You can use this funky little bear claw, right? Put it on your hand and get into those areas quickly. Your hand sometimes is one of the best tools in auto detailing. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.